starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back. And thanks for tuning in to the NBA on DA.
Hey, Kevin, the Mavericks.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Porter. And it's Jokic in at the center filling out the middle. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Hardaway is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Now here's Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. 5 on the clock. Now Kleba, defended by Gordon. Offensive rebound. Doncic passes to Porzingis. No good from 18.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
But when Porter is attacking, the defense is in trouble. Have to respect his ability to put it on the floor.
Pass to Finney-Smith. And here is Kleba. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, Doris, it should be an interesting matchup in the low post. How do you see the battle of the bigs playing out in this one tonight?
Boy, what a classic low post, strength-on-strength contest we are in for tonight. Now, that's more the exception than the norm these days. I'll tell you what, you give me some skilled big men on the box doing work, I'm all about that.
Now here's Murray. It's Barton on the wing. Murray against Doncic. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
Denver making a switch here. McGee's checked in. Murray against Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Out to Doncic for 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And the quick feet of Murray really doing an extraordinary job getting out in transition. And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Now, here's Kleba. The 3 for Doncic. Porter pulls it in.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations. Logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Okay.
And that one falls for Kleba. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Richardson, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Now here's Murray. Out to the right wing. Here's Jokic. Porter finds Murray. His 3-pointers off the mark. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Trailing by 2. Doncic passes to Richardson, and it's Richardson slamming it down.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
Barton outside. Passes it to McGee. And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter of the game. Porter doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Here's Kleba. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Porter against Doncic. Porter dishes to McGee. Here's Murray up on top. The feed now to Porter. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Murray kicks to McGee. Over Kleba. The Nuggets with another miss. The Mavericks have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. That gives them the lead.
What a basketball mind when you think about Luka Doncic. This guy in the break is exploiting defenses.
Barton outside. The pass to Jokic. He dishes it to Murray. Back to Jokic. Porzingis with the steal. Richardson the pass to Kleba. McGee with the block. They get it back. Kleba inside. Guarded by McGee. Porter with the steal. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. Here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience. This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Pass to Porter. Murray for 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Mavericks ahead, up by 2. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
So on the floor for Denver, you've got Gordon. Monte Morris is out there with Rivers. Then it's JaMychal Green. And it's Millsap in at the 5 down low. Morris against Brunson. Pass to Melly. And he goes in for the dunk.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Up top, Rivers. Richardson cover. Now Rivers on the wing, Green. Clock at 4. Gordon the pass to Green. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Frankie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. If you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Well, don't get caught up in the long-range shooting. Hardaway Jr. has that in-between game. Really nice shot.
On the wing, Gordon. Back to Rivers. To the middle. It's deflected. Green dishes to Rivers. Count it. Good. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Hardaway against Morris. Hardaway kicks to Richardson. Pass to Melly. Back to Richardson. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Rivers passes to Morris. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Now the pass to Finney-Smith. Kicks it to Powell. That one goes in.
Now, this is an evolving aspect of Dwight Powell's game, getting comfortable in the catch and shoot from just about anywhere.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
Here's Richardson. Tries again. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Boy, Dwight Powell is such a hard-playing, athletic big man. He could fit himself into any scheme right now.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Josh Richardson. Porzingis is coming in for Nicolo Melli. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Millsap finds Porter. And here is Murray. Brunson covering. Puts it up. Murray, no good. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Hits the jumper in space. Doncic has got the lead up to 4 now for the Mavs. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Murray against Brunson. And Murray, here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
You got to feel comfortable when Murray is working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all are next level.
Inside, here's Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got his first points of the game.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Murray kicks to Jokic. Back to Murray. Lets it fly from 18. And it falls over the rim and in. Murray's got 8 points.
And let's be honest, Murray has never seen a shot he didn't like, especially these mid-range jumpers.
Here's Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Mavericks lead by 4. We'll see you after.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. Looking at the second quarter scoring, they had a slight edge. They really... And that does it for our halftime show.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Nuggets trail by 4. Leba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. It's not going to go for him. Barton with some nice D. Gordon dishes to Barton. Murray for 3. That shot no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. And Doncic throws it down.
This incredible confidence that Luka Doncic possesses, my goodness.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Finney Smith can't get it to go. The Nuggets trail by 6. Here's Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists in the game.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Doncic with it, out guarded by Murray. Porzingis passes to Hardaway. Porzingis inside. He's against Jokic. Porzingis can't hit.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Murray finds Gordon. Kleba with the rebound.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Hardaway passes to Finney Smith. Barton against Doncic. Rocket 6. Finney Smith. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one.
Wow, the tenacity of Aaron Gordon, the athleticism is just amazing.
Doncic looking it over. It's to Porzingis. Here's Finney Smith. And it's blocked by Gordon.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And the amazing athleticism of Murray just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
Doncic against Murray. Down low. It's tipped and stolen by Gordon. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. He feeds it to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Murray against Doncic. Out to Porzingis. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Gordon finds Porter, and he gets the bucket. Now it's a 4-point Nugget lead.
And getting out in transition has been a big part of this run that they're on.
Pass to Finney Smith. Doncic right side. To the inside. And finished off by Kristaps Porzingis.
Don't tell me I'm just a finesse big man. KP with the highlight reel material.
Murray dishes to Barton. Jokic against Porzingis. Jokic kicks to Murray. Shot clock at 6. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. Lays it up off the glass. Gordon's got the lead up to 4 now for Denver.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively. For sure.
To the left wing. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And the first one at the line is good, so it's both teams making substitutions here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Campazzo runs in covering. Morris outside. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
And now this game's taken on a whole new wheel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
The third quarter comes to a close. Nuggets ahead. They finish off the third quarter on a 15-4 run. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So on the floor for Denver, Jermichael Green is out there with Rivers. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's Monte Morris.
Oh, he throws it down with such ease. That rim might as well be 8 feet off the ground.
Richardson against Morris. Passes it to Rivers. Back to Morris. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. JaVale McGee's checked in for Denver. Aaron Gordon comes in for Jermichael Green. Mavericks trail by 3. Doncic with it. The pass to Porzingis. Inside, Kleba. And Kleba slams it in.
See, Porzingis should score the basketball, but he also recognizes when his teammates have a clean look. I love that unselfishness.
Rivers kicks to Morris. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Gordon against Brunson. Outside Gordon. Here's Rivers, and finish off by Rivers.
Well, if you're a guard in the NBA, you've got to have shot clock awareness. Good job by Austin Rivers to understand the time.
Kleba, the pass to Doncic. Back to Kleba. Second shot opportunity. Doncic passes to Kleba. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Kleba's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he still got a lot of gas in the tank.
And doing that kind of dirty work down low makes a huge difference in a game this close. What a play on the offensive glass.
Rivers passes to McGee. Gordon with it. Kleba defending. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Denver calls timeout. Some changes here for the Mavericks. Nelly is checked in for Maxi Kleba. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jalen Brunson. And Hardaway is subbed in for Richardson. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. If we're going to make a move, it's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it. Kevin?
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Porter passes to Gordon. Now, here's Jokic. Guarded by Porzingis. On the wing, Porter. Pass to Murray. To the middle. McGee, the pass to Jokic. And again, it's Denver. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Porter passes to Gordon. Dishes to McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
To the paint. Out to Doncic. Over to the wing. Back to Porzingis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Good on the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
And every year, it seems to me, Kristaps Porzingis willing to take on more and more responsibility. There is a process to becoming a better leader, and Kristaps Porzingis is right in the middle of it.
Murray kicks to Gordon. Now here is McGee. Not a lot of room. Jokic passes to Murray. The kick out to Porter. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Dallas. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. It's a 3-point game to the inside. It falls!
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team.
Murray against Doncic. Dallas, no good that time either. Porter against Porzingis. Pass to Jokic. Back to Porter. Murray outside. Back to Porter. Lets the 3 fly. Off on that one. So we see Denver get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg.
My late father and I loved watching the WNBA together. He would be so excited. I am glad there are people out there supporting the W. Thank you.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
This from earlier on, the Nuggets getting off the team bus.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Jamal Murray. Porter is out there with Aaron Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Barton in at the shooting guard. And for the Clippers, they've got Batum. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the 4. Now here's Jackson. Down low, here's Leonard, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Porter.
Mistake by the defender, fouling a very good free throw shooter in Kawhi.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Just 4 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. Offensive rebound.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
On the wing, Morris. Outside Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And it's blocked by Gordon. And he gets it back. Morris finds Ibaka. Jokic with the steal. Up top, Porter. Barton from outside. Morris with the rebound. Now the Clippers with it. Oh, Morris in position. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. To the middle. The shot missing. And Denver the other way now. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And an active player, Gordon can be a handful to keep up with throughout the course of the game.
This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Morris outside. He kicks it to George. Passes it to Ibaka. Knocked loose. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for the Clippers. Inside, here's Morris. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Gordon, the pass to Murray. Jokic kicks to Gordon. Back to Jokic. The feed to Porter. And the pass to Jokic. Just 3 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
To the middle, here's Morris. Nails the baby hook.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
Barton passes to Murray. And here's Jokic. Defended by Batum. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. And it's in there. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Now here's Batum. Following the miss by Michael Porter. Batum wide open. He fires. And another shot. And there's the play by Morris inside. Morris has got 6. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Barton kicks to Murray. There's Porter with the 3. The Nuggets with a new 14. Gordon finds Murray. On the wing, Porter. Outside for Murray. A miss that time would have put him up. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Outside Leonard, and stolen by Gordon. Jokic with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. Here's Porter. Porter can't get that one to fall. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Leonard attacking, and he comes up with the deuce.
The evolution of Leonard's game, making things happen with the dribble drive.
The Nuggets trail by 4. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Murray, the pass to Barton, stolen by Jackson. Feeds to Batum, back to Jackson. Second chance shot, outside for George. To the inside, here's Morris. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Barton. That one doesn't drop. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Clippers lead by 4. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Rajon Rondo is out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Batum. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's man in at the 3. Clippers leading by 4. Morris against Kennard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to Zubac. Shot clock at 5. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. Outside, Batum. Passes it to Zubac. 4 on the clock. Millsap with the steal. To the paint. Here's Green. And it's Green with the jam.
But what about the athletic ability of Green? A real powerhouse who just knows how to bring the hammer down.
Kennard, the pass to Batum. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Morris against Kennard. Back to Morris. Here's the 3. Cranes the 3-pointer. Morris has got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to get.
Kennard against Morris. Rondo passes to Zubac. In the corner, Kennard with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Millsap grabs the miss.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Green kicks to Rivers. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Leonard, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. The Clippers trail. Now here's Rondo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Mann. He's guarded by Rivers. Zubac in the post. Millsap's there. 3 on the clock. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ. And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Murray, the pass to Barton. Back to Murray. Lets it go with a three. The Clippers grab the miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. George has got his first bucket in this one. Barton kicks to Murray. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Jackson against Murray. And there's the pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Murray, the pass to Barton. Here's Millsap. The dish to Gordon. Shoots over Leonard. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. And that's 6 straight for him on fast breaks.
Murray outside. Down low. Kicks it out to Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Got it off in time.
And when Morris is playing with intensity like this, his defense...
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We were a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Porter in at the 3 spot. Off target from three-point range. The Clippers in the lead. George dishes to Batum. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Batum's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Los Angeles. Now Murray. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the 3 ball is good.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Now, here is Morris. 6 points for him. Jackson finds Morris. Again, Los Angeles.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Barton against George. On the wing, Porter. From outside, off the mark.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And this is a guy who just naturally draws fouls at a very high rate. That time, Porter takes him off the bounce.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Mann's checked in, and it's Luke Kennard in for Paul George. And Denver also making a switch. JaVale McGee's checked in for Gordon. Now here's Rondo. Pass to Morris. Trying to find Batum. He's got it now. No good. And the Nuggets going the other way.
Well, how can you not love the continued resurgence of JaVale McGee? There were some years where he was trying to figure it out. Now he's a big factor for this team at center. Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
Passes to Batum. To the paint. Here's Morris. Softly drops in the floater. Morris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Murray surveying the D. Barton. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Morris has got 6 rebounds here tonight. You know, Smitty, the change for McGee's pretty simple. He got some direction on how to play. Now he does everything he can to play within himself.
Kevin, that has been a huge difference maker for JaVale McGee. And you know, when he's focused, he can make an impact. Plays in short bursts, but very effective.
And the Clippers making a change here. Zubats is checked in. And Murray, here we go. It's stolen by Morris. 1:58 left in the third. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer is right on target.
We've seen Kennard steadily increase his three-point shots. Terrific accuracy here.
Murray kicks to Porter. Back to Murray. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Zubats. Clippers leading by 3. Kennard finds Morris. Back to Kennard. To the inside. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got 12 in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Zubats. Back to Murray. The pass to Jokic. Lock at 6. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And that's 15 points for Jokic.
And this is why Jokic is an all-star, all-NBA caliber talent, because of his ability to dominate in an effortless fashion.
The shot's good from Kennard.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Barton kicks to Murray. Back to Barton. Inside. Murray outside. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Ball stolen. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been... Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Clippers with the ball. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. The two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Then there's Batum. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's man in at the two-guard spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And Leonard gets it to go.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Campazzo, guarded by Jackson. Outside, Green to the middle. Kicks to Millsap. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Millsap's got his first 2 points.
Paul Millsap is very capable as a spot-up threat.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Denver. .60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard dishes to Ibaka. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
Four on the shot clock. The putback. It's good on the putback. Leonard's got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Big group substitution here for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Millsap. Bol comes in for Jermichael Green. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Jamal Murray in for Rivers. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, when Mike Malone talked to his team during that last time out, he was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
Down low. Got a hand on it.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
There's Jackson with the three. No good that time.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And finished off by Porter.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Outside, George passes it to Ibaka. Stolen by McGee. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Stolen by Jackson. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Murray against Jackson. He kicks it to George. Leonard on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Back to George. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Porter with it. George picks him up inside. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Leonard's got the ball. And that one is good.
Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
Murray against Kennard. Murray outside. Dishes it to Morris. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Murray, no good.
Okay, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't be hucking up low percentage threes. You have to find a better shot within the offense.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Bull with it. Leonard's there. Here's Bull. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 6 points for Bull.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bull there with a big basket.
Outside, George. Murray against Jackson. He feeds it to Leonard. It's in!
I mean, unbelievable. It's one thing to be talented, but Kawhi is clutch as well.
Murray against Kennard. Porter kicks to McGee. There's the pass to Morris. He dishes it to Bull. And it's sent back by Leonard. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The shot's good from Kennard.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Morris passes to Murray. There's the dish to McGee. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Outside Leonard. This one for three. The shot's good on the assist by George. And it's a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Los Angeles, Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Morris in at the power forward. Left side, Porzingis. In close. Shot clock at 5. Here's Doncic. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Now Leonard, after the missed three from Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, high percentage look there for Ibaka. He can be automatic in there when given room.
To the inside. Out to Hardaway. Pass to Finney-Smith. Dallas moving the ball around. And that one drops for him.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Now, here's George. To the right side. Ibaka, the pass to Jackson. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
You know, he's not just a shooter, guys. Hardaway Jr. is also capable of getting creative and mixing things up, too. I like it.
Jackson with it. Ibaka outside. Back to Jackson. Ibaka against Porzingis. And there's Ibaka. That's good on the assist by Jackson.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Here's Doncic. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Now Jackson. Passes it to Leonard. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
Jackson against Doncic. Kleba, the pass to Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Ibaka finds George. Plays it up and banks it in.
At 6'10", George is really capable of dominating inside. I mean, defensively, you need to try to push him out of his comfort zone, get him out of that lane area.
Kleba with it. Leonard picks him up. Kleba, the pass to Finney-Smith. Hands it from downtown.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 5. Ibaka looking for an opening. Jackson gets the bucket.
That was a tough shot. I mean, Jackson has practiced that, but he makes it look effortless right there.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 6. Pass to Kleba. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Ibaka dishes to George. Back to Ibaka. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Luka Doncic.
And the defender overcommits a little bit. Ibaka too quick for him on that move. Earns a trip to the line.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Nicolo Melli comes in for Maxi Kleba. Richardson, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Powell finds Doncic. Here's Melli. 6 on the shot clock. Doncic, no good. Kennard for 3. He made it. He got it. Big time. Wow.
Great
ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Talk about...
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Clippers ahead, leading by just 2. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the open man and getting some easy baskets.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
They've got Ivica Zubac. Rajon Rondo is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Ibaka, and it's man in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
The pass to Powell. Back to Brunson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Kennard on the wing. Pass to Ibaka. Doncic against Rondo, and that one's good. Doncic.
Well, a main weapon in Doncic's attack. He really excels at finding lanes and then taking advantage of them.
Rondo against Brunson. Pass to Kennard. Zubac with it. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Brunson against Kennard. Pass to Melly. Rebound by the Clippers. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Man passes to Zubac. Count that one. Zubac has got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
To the paint. The pass to Melly. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Doncic. Hardaway is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Morris outside. Inside. And George kicks to Morris. Back to George. On the wing, Jackson over Richardson. That one, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And here is Cauley Stein. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Outside Leonard. Back to Jackson. Morris right side. Here's Zubac. A second chance effort. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The Mavericks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Here's Melly, covered by Morris. Pass to Melly. Jackson against Hardaway. Clippers shooting around 43% from the floor in the second quarter. Outside for George. Right side, Leonard. Back to George. Over Richardson. And he overshot that one, missing. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Cauley Stein goes in. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Yep, that one goes in there. Zubac has got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Melly passes to Richardson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Morris outside. From 12 feet out. The shot's good on the assist by George. Morris has got his first basket.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were always within striking distance. 5 points was their biggest deficit. They're in. And that.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Doncic. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, fellas, I like the aggressiveness Porzingis is showing on the glass. I mean, getting good positioning and using that big body when shots go up. That's why he's boarding it well.
In the corner, George with it. Hardaway with the steal. Pass break, Dallas. Doncic leading the charge.
Nice work there from Doncic. Saw an opportunity to cash in and didn't let it go awry.
And Los Angeles guys shooting an offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. To the middle. Here's George. Jackson trying to break free. That's good for George on the assist by Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game. Doncic against Jackson. Here's Kleba. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Here's Doncic. The shot will not fall. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. One-on-one fast break. And that one's good, George.
And this is one of George's main strengths, a phenomenal mid-range scorer.
Passes it to Finney Smith. Back to Doncic. Good on the bucket. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. 6 to shoot. Jackson against Doncic. Here's Kleba. Rebound by the Clippers. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Man's checked in, and it's Luke Kennard. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverly comes in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Doncic. Porzingis trying to get free. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Doncic. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And Patterson kicks to Beverly. Here's Patterson. Back to Beverly. And that one hits back iron. Mavericks trail by 6. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Doncic is able to blow by opponents and make them pay. Even though he's not the greatest athlete, he's sneaky quick.
Ibaka right side. Here's Man. Guarded by Doncic. Ibaka in the post. He's against Porzingis. Kennard's shot is off.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
And the basket is good. Now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Pass to Kennard. Now here is Ibaka. Guarded by Porzingis. And it's Beverly. It's off the key. Here's the pass to Kennard. Beverly dishes to Ibaka. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Porzingis passes to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, this is who Doncic is. This is what we've seen from him. A scorer who can take over games easily.
We're at the end of the third, and while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Rajon Rondo is out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Man in at the 3. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Ibaka against Doncic. Hardaway with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Kleba. It's good. This game is all even.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Pass to Man. And here is Ibaka. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Dallas making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Here's Kleba. That one goes. Count it. Kleba's got 4 this quarter. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
The Mavericks leading. It's Hardaway with the drive. Yep, that one goes.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Leonard looking around. Dishes it to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Hardaway with the steal. And again, Dallas running up the court in transition over to the left wing. Here's Finney-Smith. He is hauled in by Paul George. Clippers trail by 4. A 3 from Morris. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Outside, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
That's exactly why they turned to Porzingis here, guys. They trust him to step up in big moments.
And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Passes it to Morris. Outside Leonard. Shot from 16. Zubac. It's good on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. Doncic is checked in, and here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking and the game continues on.
Nelly is checked in for Maxi Kleba. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He told his guys, tempo, more tempo. You've got to be quicker into transition. Push the ball. Let's get some opportunities before their defense can set up. Kevin, back to you.
Morris kicks to Leonard. Pass to George. Over Hardaway, and George gets it to go.
Hey, when you got a player like George, in these moments, you turn to him. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
Now, here's Doncic. The pass to Finney-Smith. Pass to Melly. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Outside Leonard. Morris right side. George dishes to Leonard. to tie it up. Yes!
Well, it's a scary sight when Kawhi Leonard starts lighting it up like this.
Doncic with it. Passes to Miller. In the corner, Hardaway with it. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's Doncic missing. Crucial possession with time ticking down.
He had an opportunity to take the lead on this possession.
Here's Doncic. Pass to Miller. Back to Doncic. Oh, off target. And the Clippers call time here. Here's George. Oh, it's off the mark. And we're going to overtime. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Luka does not back away from the big stage, guys. This young fella loves to be center stage in the biggest moments. This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Doncic against Jackson. Morris outside. And there's the pass to George. Shot clock at 6. Keeps it alive.
Big stakes, big bucket. Ibaka showing he has the mettle to rise to the challenge.
We're just over a minute into overtime here. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
So the first one drops, and that ties the game up. Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
George passes to Leonard. Count that bucket.
And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moment.
Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one. The feed to Morris. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. Now it's a 4-point Clipper lead. Doncic against Jackson. Doncic outside. He dishes it to Hardaway. 3-pointer. Doesn't go that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Down low, here's Ibaka.
And this is where Ibaka's steely demeanor serves him well. No hesitation under pressure.
Now Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Money!
No fear or hesitation. hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these bigger.
Leonard, the pass to Morris. Outside, George uncovered. Mavericks with the rebound.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Leonard kicks to George. There's Jackson with the three. No good on that one. And the Mavericks call time here. They're trailing by 2. Just 2 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. What do you think, guys?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
They could win it. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it for... Sky lineup tip. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for Denver, Murray out there with Morris. And it's Nikola Jokic. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Dozier in at the 3 spot. Now here's Kleba. Outside Hardaway. Here's Doncic. And yes, it's good. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2 and you're 7'2, I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Lock at 6. Back to Murray. Shoots over Doncic. With the tip, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now, here's Kleba. Doncic kicks to Finney Smith. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Moving it up. Here's Morris. McGee, the pass to Morris. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Dishes to Murray. Back to Jokic. The shot's good from McGee.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Finney Smith. Following the basket by JaVale McGee. Finney Smith passes to Doncic. That one drops for him. Doncic has got 5.
You got to remember that Luka Doncic is so much more than a shooter. He's got every shot in his arsenal, even amongst the trees in there.
Now here's Murray. No good from outside. It's tipped. Stolen by McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
Now here's Murray. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. McGee in the corner. Back to Murray. Porzingis with the steal. They're running. Shoots the 3. No good from Finney Smith. Nuggets trail. Now coming into the league with immense potential. Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it. Already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish. No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Dallas shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleba grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleba texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
5 to shoot. Fades back. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
Now here's Barton. .103 left to play in the first quarter. Campazzo, it's tipped, but they'll get another chance. Doncic with the steal. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Mavericks have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And Richardson drops them both. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Campazzo, and the layup is good.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 3-point game. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Back to Brunson. Doncic looking it over. And good that time. Doncic has got 9 points.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
To the inside, and that one's good. Millsap.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He finishes with 9. Getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
And this is why coaches say be aggressive. As long as you're playing smart, good things tend to happen, even if you're on the road.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Dwight Powell, Jalen Brunson out there with Richardson. Then there's Cauley Stein, and it's Doncic in at the small forward. Rivers passes to Gordon. Shoots over Powell. And it's Gordon missing. Dallas leading by 3. The drive by Doncic. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
If he sees a lane to the rim, Doncic will capitalize. Nice drive.
Porter kicks to Rivers. Stolen by Brunson. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Doncic. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Powell, the pass to Porzingis. On the wing, Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Barton surveying the floor. Bull, the pass to Barton. Denver passing it around. Here's Gordon. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
I'll tell you this, the interior game of Aaron Gordon is coming along. He is looking more comfortable and more confident in there.
Hardaway passes to Porzingis. It's blocked. Back to Hardaway. Richardson outside. Out to Hardaway. Second shot opportunity. Can't hit that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Porter. They grab their own miss. Barton finds Porter. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Murray outside. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Richardson the pass to Finney-Smith. Out to Porzingis, and out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. Pass to Dozier. 6 to shoot. 14 feet away. Murray, no good.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Finney-Smith kicks to Richardson. Dallas, no good that time either. The Nuggets trail by 3. Pass to Murray. Porzingis comes with the double team. Back to Jokic. To the wing on the left. Wide open look here for Murray. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Murray's got his second bucket tonight.
You gotta love whenever Murray goes straight up with the jump shot off the pass. He's so good at reading the defense.
Here's Finney-Smith. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game. 58 seconds left now here in the second. Murray against Richardson. Now the pass to Jokic. Here's Murray, and he could not get that one to go. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Doncic. Brunson finds Doncic. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Here's Murray up on top.
Oh, what a dunk! Out below!
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Drops in the tray.
And Murray has such a soft-looking shot, especially from deep where he is just lights out.
What a performance.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. And one of the strengths of this Denver team is their depth. Shaq has been that way for a while.
Yeah, their front office drafted very well.
That's all for now.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Jokic is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Murray. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the 3. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
It's up a three. No good from Finney-Smith. Denver leading by 4. There's the killer two-handed slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Here's Doncic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Finney-Smith. Latrey drains it from beyond the arc. Finney-Smith's got 5 now.
How about the vision from the young Latvian Porzingis, showing he really can read the floor and capitalize.
Here's Murray. He's got 11. Hardaway with the steal. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Doncic.
Listen, this is becoming routine for Luka Doncic. This guy's a big-time scorer who can take over when he's ready.
Murray kicks to Morris. Back to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
Mavericks trail by 3. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. No good from Finney-Smith. Nuggets have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Dozier kicks to Murray. Fires for 3. Mavericks with the rebound.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Passes it to Morris. Denver passing it around. And it's Murray with the jam.
You have to enjoy seeing Murray jam it down. His vertical is very impressive.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 15. Outside Hardaway. Porzingis inside. He's against Jokic. It's stolen by Morris. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Dozier. Throws down the breakaway jam.
One of the best passing bigs the league has to offer. If you're open, Jokic will find you.
Inside. Here's Porzingis. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Porzingis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
54 seconds left in the third quarter. Now, here's Doncic. He's tightly guarded, but he recovers it. Right side, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
How about the height and the length and the athleticism of Kristaps Porzingis? Barely has to jump to throw that down.
Morris outside. Pass to Jokic. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. And the Mavericks with some changes. Josh Richardson comes in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Doncic passes to Kleba. Back to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. An easy 2 points on the layup. Doncic has got 17.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
3/4 of play in a close game here. The Nuggets on top, leading by a point. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 1. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Doncic in at the 3 slot. Stolen. Millsap with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Barton. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Barton's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Denver. Doncic outside. And it's all evened up.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. A different look for Dallas. Melly is checked in for Maxi Kleba. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jalen Brunson. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Richardson. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, when Mike Malone talked to his team during that last time out, he told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, get into the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And they double up Doncic. And stolen by Bull. One-on-one here. Here's Porter. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Now it's a 4-point Denver lead.
And you look at it, 8 of the last 10 points they've given up here coming in transition.
Here's Melly, and the shot goes in.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Porter dishes to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And not just a score, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Down low, here's Hardaway. That one good for 2. Hardaway has got his first points of the game.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And up at 4 again for the Nuggets, running the court. And the pass to Jokic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
So 1 for 2 that time with the stripe. Mavericks trail by 3. And he lays it straight in.
How about Hardaway Jr.? Maybe we should say nothing junior about that. That's a big-time delivery.
other way against Morris. Jokic kicks to Dozier. And he jams it with authority.
Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
It's stolen by Morris. Murray outside. Kleber with the rebound.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Porzingis passes to Hardaway. And here is Kleber. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Finney-Smith. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from three is not the answer.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Out to Doncic. Good! And that shot brings them to within just one.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Morris passes to Jokic. Another shot. Pass to Dozier. Murray for three. And again, Denver no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out to Porzingis. Kleber inside. Guarded by McGee. It falls!
And that bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop now may just seal the deal.
Denver calls timeout. They're down by one. 11 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
What you want is to create a clean, high percentage look if that's at all possible.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're trailing by one. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
Hardaway with the steal. So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
out for those mint Jordans.
UK Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The city of Denver is in, and the Clippers starting five. Rocket is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. And there's Jackson. And it's Leonard in at the three, the small forward. And for the Nuggets, we've got Aaron Gordon. Murray out there with Will Barton. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Jokic in at center. Leonard with the steal. Morris looking over the floor. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Here's Porter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Just using those long strides to just kind of knife through the teeth of the defense. Porter daring them to hit him on that one.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Outside, George. Back to Jackson. Dishes it to Ibaka. Porter with the steal. Murray with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Pulls it from 20. Murray, no good.
And the versatility of Paul George's game. Elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
You think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Mann's checked in. Pass to Barton. Jokic against Ibaka. Jokic passes to Porter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Porter's got 5.
And you really want to step up and try to make Porter make a move. Right there, the 3-ball look easy.
Outside Leonard. To the middle. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Shot clock at 6. George with the ball. Now guarded by Barton.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Murray outside. The pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Over Jackson. The shot off that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Ibaka, the pass to Leonard. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Murray. Fires from deep. And it's Jokic missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Ibaka, the pass to Leonard. Outside for George. And they will call over the back on the play.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Yeah, energy is good, but not smart there trying to go through somebody on that play.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Michael Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Will Barton. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James, I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. And Denver decides to take their first time out here. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Morris dishes to Gordon. Inside, McGee. And Bull wide open. He shoots, and McGee kicks to Bull. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Morris against Rondo. George passes to Leonard. Back to George. Now here's Leonard. Outside Rondo. Passes it to Kennard. Clock at 4. Over Gordon. And that one goes long.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Morris finds Gordon. Stolen by Zubats. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On the wing, George. Down low. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
Morris kicks to Rivers. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. The Nuggets leading by 3. Pass to Rivers. And finished off by Rivers.
Well, the problem defensively after Rivers gets a step is nobody sliding over in time to slow him down.
Pass to Kennard. To the paint. Here's Leonard. And he makes that one. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Nuggets lead by 3. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Austin Rivers. Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Barton in at the small forward. Morris with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. Clock at 6. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there for the Nuggets. Green is checked in for Gordon. Porter comes in for Rivers. And Murray subbed in for Monte Morris. Jackson passes to Mann. Morris against Green. Morris kicks to Kennard. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Denver in the lead. And there's the pass to Jokic. Morris with the rebound.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Jackson finds Ibaka. Over Jokic. And again, no good by the Clippers.
The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
To the inside, and stolen by Murray. Inside, stolen by Jackson. Here's Morris, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Morris has got his first bucket of the night.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Murray against Jackson. Murray, good.
Amazing how much the offense has changed around the center position and the way Jokic can see the floor.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Offside Ibaka. Passes to Kennard. Unloads from 13. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Porter looking it over. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Jokic, is he? I think he's showing some emotion, Kevin.
Clippers trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the foul on Will Barton. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. Jackson finds Ibaka. On the wing, Morris. Back to Ibaka. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the defender overcommits a little bit. Ibaka too quick for him on that move. Earns a trip to the line.
Denver making a switch here. Rivers checked in. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Los Angeles.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Ibaka against McGee. Outside, Porter. Got a piece of it. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Serge Ibaka. And it's George in for Reggie Jackson. Rondo passes to Zubac. And stolen by Bull. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Rondo passes to Leonard. Now Morris. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. To the paint. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Denver leading by 7. Pass to Rivers. Back to Morris. And McGee kicks to Porter. Up top, Rivers. Shoots. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 7. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And they pick up 2. Leonard's got 6.
And that's the high motor, the long strides we're always talking about with Leonard. Killing it in transition.
And here's Rivers. Back to Morris. It could go. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5. And that does it for our halftime show.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Here's Porter. That shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. George has got the ball.
Well, that's Paul George's game. Most accurate when somebody's feeding him and he's got his feet set.
Murray, the pass to Barton. Murray with it. Jackson on him. Murray, good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Clippers trail by 5.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in. Well, Paul George concentrating through the contact and making sure he had a shooting window open.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. The pass to Jokic. Murray kicks to Porter. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Clippers shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Pulls it from 20. Ibaka, no luck. Denver leading by 3. Pass to Jokic. Outside for Murray, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka can reject shots from anywhere on the floor. That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Nuggets have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Murray, the pass to Barton. Here's the teardrop. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Leonard finds Ibaka, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you look at it, 8 of the last 10 points they've given up here coming in transition.
Now Murray. Outside Gordon. And it's Murray penetrating. And it's Murray with the jam.
Surprising quickness. Murray bearing his head down and just sprinting to the rack.
George dishes to Morris. Back to George. Morris inside. He's against Gordon. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. They lead by 1 and finished off by Porter.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
Morris outside. Back to Jackson. On the wing, Morris. To the middle. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Jokic.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Now, quiet is Kawhi Leonard, but don't let that mistake itself for a lack of competitiveness. He has that desire and drive to continue to get better.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Denver calls timeout. McGee, the pass to Gordon. Bull with it. Leonard's there. Bull can't hit. The Clippers trail. Here's Mann. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And the shot goes in.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Los Angeles. 50 seconds left in the third. Kennard with the ball. And McGee picks him up defensively. Rondo passes to Leonard. Over Bull. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Rondo. And that's now 9 points for Kawhi Leonard. Now, here is Morris. He kicks to Rivers. And he uses the glass on the layup. Morris has got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Ibaka outside. Pass to Kennard for the three. Offensive rebound.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of three. Clippers lead. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So it's Denver now, trailing by 2. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Then there's Monte Morris. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Down low, here's Millsap. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Millsap's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Denver. Mann passes to Rondo. Here's the feed to Ibaka. Millsap with the steal. Pass to Jokic. The Clippers grab the miss.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Kennard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard, no luck. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Denver. The Clippers also making some changes. Marcus Morris is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. And the Nuggets with some changes. Michael Porter comes in for Aaron Gordon, and it's Austin Rivers in for Jamal Murray. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And George kicks to Kennard. 6 to shoot. And the layup's good off the glass.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Both teams deciding to change it up. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, when Mike Malone talked to his team during that last time out, he said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game, Tony.
Here's Jokic. Misses the layup.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. A 2-point game. Gordon with it. Back to Murray. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
And it's Zubac atop the key. Leonard against McGee. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Porter dishes to McGee. Yep, it counts. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player to help be a facilitator.
Here's McGee. Now the dish to Porter. Tries again, and he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Kennard, the pass to Leonard. Launches a 3. Kennard's shot is off.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage play.
To Porter, to the inside. Jokic, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Jokic doing a better job there of using his body inside and getting the angle, then finds his way to the line.
Martin's checked in for JaVale McGee. And then for the Clippers, Serge Ibaka is checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Luke Kennard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And stolen by Barton. Gordon with it. Guarded now by Morris. Jokic finds Porter. Denver passing it around. 59 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 5 on the clock. Barton dishes to Murray. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Los Angeles now. They trail by 6. George passes to Leonard. And that time, also a missed shot. Outside, Porter. Murray outside. Now the pass to Barton. Left side, Gordon. Deep 2 from Murray. Denver gets it back. Barton outside. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Passes it to Gordon. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Gordon's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets. Inside. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. So we see Denver get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference with one.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Ibaka. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the point guard position. And for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Doncic. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
Morris with the bucket.
It's amazing everything Leonard gives you, including the eyes to find the open man.
Doncic left side. Here's Kleber. Back to Doncic. Hardaway dishes to Doncic. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. Doncic has got his second bucket of the night.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
There's the pass to Ibaka. Back to Leonard. To the paint. Porzingis with the steal. Fast break, Dallas. Kleber with the bucket.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Morris outside. Jackson against Doncic. And the wide open shot from Morris. And Ibaka is right there.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Porzingis. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Ibaka. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Pass to Ibaka. Kicks it out to Leonard. Passes it to George. Clippers moving the ball around. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Doncic leading the charge. And Doncic throws it down.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Leonard kicks to Jackson. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. And George gets it to go.
Bringing the intensity on the glass. If Paul George is out there, he's going to give it his all.
The pass to Finney Smith. Doncic against Jackson. Out to Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
Jackson passes to George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Nicolo Melli comes in for Maxi Kleber. Richardson, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Now, here's Doncic. He has 6. Pass to Powell. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, He can.
And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. Pass to man. Here's Morris. And it's Rondo in the corner. Back to Morris. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo.
Boy, Rondo's a handful in pick and roll sets. Always finds the right angle.
Pass to Brunson. To the middle. Here's Melly. And it's sent back by Morris. The shot by Powell, no good.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
You know, there's always going to be room in this league for guys like Luke Kennard. He can shoot, he can pass it, and he can put it on the floor.
Richardson outside. 30 seconds left to play here in the first. Good work defensively by Morris. Kennard against Doncic. Shots good by Kennard.
With good size for a two-guard, Luke Kennard can finish in the paint.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Doncic. He has 6. He feeds it to Cauley Stein. Banked in off the glass.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Rondo bounce pass. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. At the end of one. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Mavericks, they've got Richardson. Dwight Powell is out there with Doncic. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5 down low. And so it's Dallas with it after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Cauley Stein. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers leading by 4. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Mavericks making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. Man passes to Kennard. Basket good. Kennard's got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
I love the touch on that floater. Luke Kennard showing off another dimension of his game. Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go around.
Here's Rondo. The Mavericks making the shot. Zubac kicks to Rondo. Here's Man. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And there's the feed to Leonard. Powell with the steal. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Porzingis is checked in for Powell. And then for Los Angeles, Serge Ibaka. He's checked in for Zubac. And it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
And so it's Dallas with it. After the miss from Reggie Jackson.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively. Discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
Brunson against Jackson. And Ibaka kicks to Kennard. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Here's Richardson, and it's Richardson slamming it down.
Pushes it quickly, and he gets something before the defense can set up. Richardson's a good finisher in transition.
And they double up Jackson. Kennard with the ball. Out defended by Cauley Stein. Leonard, no luck.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
That's a beautiful move by Josh Richardson. And the defense, you got to be better than this. Can't allow a blow-by.
Jackson against Brunson. Kennard finds Ibaka. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Richardson attacking. Misses in close. Clippers trail by 4. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jackson dishes to Ibaka. To stop the run, and it's good on the layup.
Something that's really evolved for Ibaka, the ability to absorb contact while maintaining control.
Brunson against Jackson. Brunson the pass to Richardson. And here's Porzingis. Back to Richardson. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Here's Mann. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The shot's good from Kennard.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. To the left wing. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. 18 feet out. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. To the wing right side. Feeds it to Leonard. Right side Jackson. Mann gets the bucket.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
It's Richardson on the wing. Porzingis inside. Leonard's there. Right side Porzingis shoots over Leonard. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. They're in good position at the half after a second. And that...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your...
And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, the versatility and competitive fire of Doncic is impressive. You can just tell this kid loves to play the game.
Good on the second free throw. Los Angeles leading by 3. George looking around. Leonard kicks to George. The pass to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Ibaka. Porzingis with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. George dishes to Jackson. Pass to Ibaka. Just 5 on the clock. Outside, George. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame. Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
Back to Jackson. Outside, George. Shoots from the elbow. Porzingis with the rebound.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Out to Hardaway. Here's Doncic. Kleba, the pass to Porzingis. Shoots over Leonard. No good from 11 feet.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Kleba, no good. Clippers have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. Los Angeles with another miss. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. 1:43 left to play in the third. Here's Kleba. That shot missing. The Clippers go the other way with it. Now George. The shot's good. George has got 6.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination. The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Here's Doncic. Good work defensively by Ibaka. The Clippers have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. And that one, good. 11 points in the game.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Jackson passes to Ibaka. Now here's Leonard. Back to Ibaka. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Here's Morris. Kleba with the rebound. The Mavericks leading. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Finney-Smith can't get it to go, and so they choose to intentionally foul. A different look for Dallas. Nelly is checked in for Porzingis. Josh Richardson comes in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Morris passes to Kennard. It's deflected. Brunson with it. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Mavericks ahead, up by 1. And we'll be back with you right after this. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Jalen Brunson out there with Richardson. Then there's Maxi Kleber. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Melli in at the power forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Brunson kicks to Doncic. Just 4 to shoot. The second effort back to Brunson. He's looking for Kleber and finds him. Here's Doncic. Here's Melli. And the rejection by Zubac. And here's Kennard. Rondo finds Kennard. Now here's Zubac. Kleber defending. Zubac the pass to Kennard. Zubac trying to break loose. And it's good. 2 points. And the Clippers lead by 1. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game. And I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Rondo on the double team. Pass to Richardson. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Melli, covered by Morris. Chalk up 2 there.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Passes it to Zubac. To the inside. Morris with the bucket.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
Doncic kicks to Brunson. Doncic against Kennard. Here's Richardson. Drops in the layup for 2.
Against physical defense, Richardson using his length and athleticism to counter.
To the paint. It's picked off. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Porzingis, he's checked in for Melli. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jalen Brunson. Hardaway is subbed in for Josh Richardson. Out to Hardaway. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Offensive rebound. Kleber finds Porzingis. Here's Hardaway. The offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Morris passes to George. Over Hardaway. And George gets it to go.
Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
Jackson against Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. There's the pass to Finney-Smith. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you got to protect the ball.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Down low, here's Morris. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, important points from Morris. And when he's feeling it, he'll step up and take control.
Outside, Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. No good that time. Good work defensively by Morris. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jackson against Doncic. Pass to Ibaka. Back to Leonard. Morris trying to free himself up. It's good.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
The three for Doncic. Got it. A tremendous three to tie it up.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Jackson against Doncic. Inside. Fades away. It counts.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Doncic against Jackson. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Can't cash in. Kleba. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they... All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.